Welcome back into Fox 35 News Plus. I'm Garrett Weimer, and thanks for joining us on this Friday morning live on Fox Local and on YouTube. 8 people have been arrested so far in what officials are calling an illegal immigrant driver's licensing scheme. 2 of those people arrested were employees with essentially the DMV, with the county tax collector's office in Bay County, where investigators say those employees were offering licenses in exchange for cash. That the folks they were offering them to never had to take the written test, never had to take the driving test. Attorney General James Othmeyer was in Bay County yesterday afternoon with the Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford as they talked about this case and why they say it's so serious.
These weren't minor shortcuts. These were intentional acts of corruption where individuals paid bribes in exchange for skipping critical safety evaluations. The investigation also led us to arrest 5 additional individuals who are acting as brokers running local businesses that claim to assist with immigration paperwork, but instead arranged illegal transactions and funneled aliens from as far away as Miami to obtain licenses fraudulently. Let me be clear that putting untested, unqualified drivers, especially those with commercial licenses, on our roads is an unacceptable risk to every family in this state. These licenses were essentially sold, not earned. That means we have individuals on the road, possibly operating tractor trailers, who never demonstrated the basic skills to do so safely. It's not a paperwork issue. It's a direct threat to highway safety and a betrayal of the public trust. The scope of this investigation: yesterday we seized over $120,000 in illicit proceeds tied to this operation. Evidence suggests that hundreds, if not more than 1,000 fraudulent driver's licenses were issued as part of this scheme. It's been ongoing for over 2 years, and this investigation is continuing to be ongoing and will expand statewide as we work to identify those who receive licenses illegally and hold all parties accountable. Each license issued could result in felony criminal charges for the license holder, and our investigation will be expanded by our state partners to hold these individuals accountable. A search warrant was executed yesterday at a business in Callaway called Cuba Max, which is involved in processing immigration documents. Again, I want to commend the outstanding teamwork and partnership of our investigators. It's a multi-agency effort with close coordination between law enforcement, the tax collector's office, and other state and local partners. This is the kind of teamwork it takes to root out corruption and protect our citizens. I'd also like to commend our tax collector, Chuck Perdue. As soon as he was made aware of this investigation, he became an investigator himself. He worked with us closely to make sure that these individuals were held accountable. Certainly a difficult situation when individuals in your office choose to do the wrong thing, but the important part is that we hold them accountable when we do that. So, Chuck, thank you for your efforts. So I want to talk about the individuals that we arrested. The tax collector employees are Bansele Velazou, age 37, of Panama City, charged with 9 counts of DMV employee issuing a fraudulent ID, which is a felony, and 9 counts of official misconduct. Demetrius Smith II, age 30, of Panama City, on 8 counts of DMV issuing a fraudulent ID and 8 counts of official misconduct. And additional charges are anticipated as each fraudulent driver's license can result in additional charges. The intermediaries that we arrested, who were the individuals that the aliens would contact, and they would be referred to our 2 tax collector employees, were a Nirbus Rosales, age 37. She was arrested on 24 counts of principal to DMV fraud and 24 counts as a principal to official misconduct. Leonardo Gutierrez, age 32, of Panama City, 7 counts of principal to DL fraud and 7 counts of official misconduct. Hung Du, age 58, of Panama City, on 36 counts of principal to fraud and 36 counts of official misconduct. Esbredia Para, age 44, Panama City, 7 counts of principal to DL fraud and 7 counts of principal to official misconduct. Zola Gonzalez Pena, age 38, 12 counts. Also arrested but not identified as operating as an intermediary was Myrna Fernandez of Panama City on a charge of unlawful possession of a driver's license. It's believed that Fernandez obtained her driver's license fraudulently yesterday, paying to receive a passing grade on her exam in the skills exam. To those who think that they can compromise public safety for profit Know this, we will find you, we will bring you to justice. And to the people of Bay County, I want you to know we are committed to preserving the integrity of our institutions and the safety of our roads. Thank you, and I'd now like to turn it over to our Attorney General.
Thank you, Sheriff. It's good to be in Bay County. This county is certainly blessed to have great law enforcement and leaders. I commend the Sheriff and Tax Collector Chuck Perdue on working so well with state law enforcement, Homeland Security, and all of our law enforcement partners to ensure that we could bust these guys. I think today is yet another example of how the Biden border policy puts American families at risk. Here you've got hundreds of aliens that are cheating, that are breaking the law, that are buying driver's licenses without taking the test, getting on the roads, putting everybody in danger. So, if there's any silver lining to come out of this terrible, discovery, it's that law enforcement worked very well together, continued to follow the breadcrumbs, and ultimately uncovered, a pretty widespread and advanced operation. So we know it happened here. If it happened here, there's a good chance it could be happening in a county somewhere else. So I ask, our DMV offices or tax collectors around the state, pay attention, do a deep dive, look out for, any signs of somebody taking cash on the side to help criminal aliens get driver's licenses. Maybe that can happen in California, but not here in Florida. We are a rule of law state. And we will do everything we can to work with the Trump administration and our federal partners to enforce the law. We've been working up and down the state, ensuring that we're keeping people safe. We were in Brevard County earlier this morning where we highlighted a new program to protect the ICE agents and the federal authorities that are coming into our state to enforce the law. In California, you've got leftist groups out there that want to reveal personal information. They want to dox agents. If you don't understand this word, if it's new to you, doxing is when you reveal personal identifying information with the purpose of intimidating, threatening, and distracting from official duties. We want these guys here. They're protecting our families, and while they protect our families, we're going to protect theirs. So we've set up this new program where ICE and federal authorities can work with our troopers, and if there's any evidence of personal information getting out, we want to know. We'll ensure that we're doing routine checkups and get a detail to protect the agents and their families. As we go into the weekend, I know there's been, some rumblings about protests and demonstrations. We've all seen the horror in California with the destruction, the violence, the flames, the anti-American behavior. That doesn't happen here. In Florida, rioting is illegal. If you throw something, if you obstruct roadways, if you want to cause damage or harm to law enforcement, businesses, or our citizens, we will find you and we will put you away for a long time. So to put everybody on notice, if you want to participate in, peaceful free speech, nobody respects that more than we do. If you want to cause damage and destruction and engage in these violent demonstrations, we will shut it down fast. So again, a big thank you to the law enforcement here. Thanks to the sheriff for a very good job well done. Thanks to our federal partners. And we'll continue to investigate. We'll continue to make sure that Florida is the safest state in the country.